Hi, welcome to Reading the Bible with Nikki. This show is not family friendly, nor is it intended to be. So, if you find you get highly offended and easily butt sore, feel free to shut this off now and fuck off. I am your narrator on this here journey through the Old Testament. I am the charismatic, infallible enigma known as Nikki fucking K the Great because I'm awesome. So, pack a bowl, grab your smokes, get comfy, and then, because we've made it through the fucking holiday season, we deserve a glass of keep you alive juice, maybe with some alcohol in it. Just man, it's over. Now the cleanup begins. Hold on, can you see? Right there. Oh, not as bad as Thanksgiving, but the kids just got here today. So let's see how bad it gets. But today, right now, we are on. Well, actually, we're on. I want to show you what I got for Christmas. Just like 2 or 3 things. I got this Naruto Uzumaki sippy cup. Naruto is my favorite. They also got me a little statue of him too, but I'm not even going to try to unpack that right now, dude. I have a giant box of presents. A lot of them are unpacked. This computer, I've had this since Hanukkah, but I just got this new microphone today. And also this other microphone. I I've been calling it since I opened up my Bob Barker microphone. And this is the price is right, right? It's like tiny little Bob Barker microphone. And I got a whole bunch of fucking candy, which is so exciting because I was almost out of candy. But now that we're done with that, it's time to move on to Jeremiah chapter 33. 1 second. Wait, okay. We're on Jeremiah chapter 33. And it said, the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah a second time while he was in jail. Thus says the Lord, who made the earth, giving it shape and stability. Lord is his name. No, it's not. It's aggravating to me. No, it's not. Even the people that you point out in this Bible, but like, do they purposely not say your name so they keep it a secret? Like, are they not supposed to say what your name is? Like, what is the whole point of this? What is the whole point of them not saying God's real name? It might be disrespectful, But it's like they're starting the lies. Like this, it feels like them not saying God's name gives them, like, if they don't say his name, he doesn't exist. And it's kind of like what it feels like. What do they call it? Redconning history? Something like that. Call to me and I will answer you. I will tell you great things beyond the reach of your knowledge. Yeah, please don't do that. It causes me so much problems. Thus says the Lord, the God of gods. Okay. My computer said something was happening. I don't know if you could see that or not. But it said things are happening and we can't show you. Thus says the Lord, the God of Israel, concerning the house of this city and the houses of the KOJ, which are being torn down because the siege works and the sword. Men come to battle with Chaldeans, and to fill these houses with the corpses of those whom I have struck down by my raging anger when you motherfuckers make me turn into a dragon. Oi, you guys are terrible. When I hid my face from this city because of all their bullshit. Look, I'm gonna save them. I'm gonna help them. That's what I'm gonna do. And then they're gonna love me until they don't. Okay, rebelled. The city shall become a joy for me and a praise. Yeah. So I'm going to do great things for them and they're going to love me and it is going to be great. And you call this place a waste and you say whatever you want, but I bet it won't be. There'll be singing and dancing and it'll be great. It will be great. You'll have so many animals, so much stuff. It'll be great. Then it says, the days are coming when I will fulfill the promise I made to Israel and Judah. And those and those days at that time, I will make a just shoot spring up for David, and he shall do what is right and just. In those days, Judah shall be saved, and Jerusalem shall dwell safely. This is the name they shall call her. Who is her? And it says, the Lord our justice. Who's her? Lady Liberty. Who's her? I don't know who her is. For thus says the Lord, David shall never lack a successor on the throne of the house of Israel, nor shall the priests of the Levite ever be lacking before me to sacrifice burnt offerings and to burn cereal offerings. Why are you burning cereal? What is the point of that? Don't burn the cereal. What? You burn the Apple Jacks. Those aren't very good. But don't burn the cereal, man. What the hell? Mm. The word of the Lord also came to Jeremiah. Didn't it already come to Jeremiah? What? It already, yeah, see, it came to Jeremiah. So, how is it also going to Jeremiah? Hold on. Yep. The word of the Lord also came to Jeremiah. Thus says the Lord, if you can break my covenant with day and my covenant with night, so that the day and night no longer appear at their proper time. Look, isn't this what Klaus Schwab is trying to do? Black out the sun. These people are always fucking around with God, man. It's like they do it on purpose. They're like, oh, God said we can't do this. We're going to do this. God said we can't block the sun. We block the sun. And then everybody's like, hey, this guy. And he's like, hey, this guy. I had to block the sun. This guy. I can't. I can't with these fucking people. They're always fucking with God, and everybody is always paying the price because these people want to fuck with God. It's like, oh, like God, we're not fucking with you. The devil is strong down here, and some people don't know how to take it. So please save America. If only to just save their minds. Like, save America, please. Okay. Only then can my covenant with my servant David be broken, so that he will not have a descendant to act as a king upon his throne, and my covenant with the priests of Levi who minister to me. Just as the hosts of heaven cannot be numbered, and the sands of the seas cannot be counted, so I will multiply the descendants of David, my servant, and the Levites who minister to me. I, the hosts of heaven, those are gods. And then God says, these gods men make with their hands. So the gods that people make up, or they just become gods? They're just made up. Like Foster's home for imaginary friends. It just whatever friend is thought of becomes an imaginary friend. Is that how that works? I don't know. Maybe not. Because it does mention some by name. This word of the Lord came to Jeremiah. Have you not noticed what these people are saying? The Lord has rejected the two tribes he had chosen. They hold my people in contempt as if there's no longer a nation. This bullshit. We got to change it. Jeremiah, we got to fix it. That's what God's saying right there. Like, hey, we got to fix this shit. So, thus says the Lord, if I have no covenant with day and night, if I did not establish statutes for heaven and earth, then I will also reject the descendants of Jacob and David my servant, to no longer selecting from his descendants rulers for the offspring of Abe, Isaac, and Jake. Yes, I will restore their fortunes and show them mercy. What? Oh, I will reject them no longer. Oh, okay. So we're going to 34. We're doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Oh, something's happening. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're on a. Oh, okay, hold on. What am I doing in life? Okay, there I am. Okay, now we're on the Jeremiah chapter 34. This is called The Fate of Zedekiah. The word which came to Jeremiah from the Lord while Nebuchadnezzar the KOB, all his army, and all the earth's kingdoms under his rule. All the people were attacking Jerusalem and their cities. Thus says the Lord, the God of Israel, go to Zedekiah KOJ and tell him, I am handing this over to the KOB. He will burn it with fire. You yourself shall not escape his hand. Rather, you will be captured, fall into his hand. You shall see the KOB eye to eye and speak to his face. Then you shall go to Babylon. Just hear the word of the Lord, Zedekiah KOJ. Then, no. Just hear the word of the Lord. The KOJ answered and said, the Lord concerning you, you shall. Oh, just hear the word of the Lord, Zedekiah KOJ. Then says the Lord concerning you, you shall not die by the sword. You shall die in peace, and they will burn spices for you as they did for your ancestors who preceded you, and they shall make lament over you. Alas, the Lord, I myself make this promise. Jeremiah the prophet told all these things to Zedekiah in Jerusalem, while the army of the KOB was attacking in Jerusalem and the remaining cities of Judah, Lachish, and Azekah, 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 Azekah. I like that. Okay. Only these fortified cities were left standing out of all the cities of Judah. Yeah, what happened to Judah? Oh my God, what happened to Judah? The pact broken. This is the word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord after Zedekiah had made a covenant with all the people of Jerusalem to proclaim freedom. Everyone must free their Hebrew slaves, male and female, so that no one should hold another Judite in servitude. All the princes and the people who entered this covenant agreed to set free their slaves, male and female, so that they should no longer be in servitude. But even though they agreed and freed them, afterward they took back their servants whom they had set free and again forced them to servitude. Yeah, but how exactly did that happen though? They took them back. So, did the servants come back? And they're like, yeah, okay, but do the dishes. That's the worst part about couch surfing, by the way, doing dishes. Like, it's the worst. If I can avoid doing dishes, I try to. It is my least favorite thing. And laundry. The two most important things for living are the two things I loathe more than anything in the world. So we're going to say that they took back their servants. So does that mean the servants came like, hey, so much for this setting us free thing. There's nowhere to go. Then this word came to Jeremiah. Thus says the God of gods, I myself made a covenant with your ancestors the day I brought them from Egypt, from the house of slavery. Every seventh year, each of you must set free all Hebrews who have sold themselves to you. Okay, see, so they do go to ask and be like, hey, I'll be your slave for somewhere to sleep you. And then 6 years they shall serve you. But then you set them free. Your ancestors, however, did not listen to me or obey. Did my head thing fall off? I guess I guess my hair is done with wearing a hat. As for you, today you repented and did what is right in my eyes by proclaiming freedom for your neighbor and making a covenant before me in the house which bears my name. It does it though. Shut up. I'm shutting up. I swear. I'm shutting up at these people. They they reading about these people gives me the urge to blurt word vomit. I I just forgive me, Lord, I'm flesh. But then you again profaned my name by taking back your male and female slaves who you had just set free for life. You forced them to become your slaves again. I don't know if it worked like that. Maybe it did work that way. You did say it. But I can't imagine these people had anywhere else to go. Therefore, thus says the Lord, you, for your part, did not obey me by proclaiming freedom for your families and neighbors. So now I proclaim freedom for you. For the sword, starvation, and disease, I will make you an object of horror to all the kingdoms of the earth. Yeah, but why though? Like, you know how these people are. If these slaves were like, hey, can you cut off a little piece of your land for me? I mean, I am starting from the bottom. I want to be here. I, you know how these people are. The jokes about them are not funny because they're a lie. Those who violated my covenant and did not observe the terms of the covenant they made in my presence, and then something's missing. I will make them like the calf, which they cut in two, so they could pass between its parts. Something's missing. I will make them like the calf, which they cut into, so they could pass between its parts. And then something's missing. And then it says, the princes of Judah and of Jerusalem, the court of officials, the priests, and all the people of the land who passed between the parts of the calf. What the double extra fuck does that even mean? What are they passing through? What parts? What does it mean? These I will hand over to their enemies, to those who seek their lives. Their corpses shall become food for birds and beasts. Zedekiah, KOJ, and his princes I will also hand over to their enemies, to those who seek their lives, to the KOB, which is now withdrawing from you. I am giving the command to bring them back to this city. They shall attack and capture it and burn it with fire. The cities of Judah I will turn into a waste where no one dwells. Man, we're doing pretty good. Like time wise, we're doing pretty good. I don't know what just happened. Okay. We're going to chapter 35. Ooh, I'm almost spilling my coffee. Did you see that? Okay, give me one. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. Okay. Jeremiah 35. The faithful Rechabites, Rechabites, Rechabites. We'll just say that. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord in the days of Joachim, Josiah's son, the KOJ. Go to the house of the Rechabites and speak to them. Bring them to my house, to one of the rooms there, and give them wine. So I took Jaazaniah, son of Jeremiah, his brothers, and all his sons, the whole house of the Rechabites. Something's missing. And I brought them I brought them to God's house, to the room of the sons of Hanan, Igdaliah, Igdaliah. I have no idea. The man of God, next to the room of the princes, above the room of Maaseiah, son of Shalom. That's what's his face's uncle. I think Jeremiah's uncle. I set before them bowls full of wine and cups and said to them, drink some wine. They said, we don't drink wine. Jonadab, Rechab's son, our father commanded us, neither you nor your children shall ever drink wine. Build no house, sow no seed, do not plant vineyards or own any. You must dwell in tents all your lives, so that you may live long on the land where you live as resident aliens. Wow. Okay. We have obeyed, Jonadab, Rechab's son said. Our father in everything that he commanded us, not drinking wine as long as we live. Something's missing, I think. Neither we, our wives, our sons, or our daughters, not building houses to live in, not growing vineyards, fields, or crops. We live in tents, doing everything our father Jonadab commanded us. But when Nebuchadnezzar, the KOB, invaded this land, we said, come, let us go into Jerusalem to escape the army of the Chaldeans and the army of the Arameans. That is why we are now living in Jerusalem. Then the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah. Thus says the God of gods, go, say to the people of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, will you not take correction and obey my laws? Obey my words. The words of Jonadab, Rechab's son, by which he commanded his children not to drink wine, have been upheld to this day. They have not drunk wine. They have obeyed their ancestors' command. I, however, have spoken to you time and again, but you do not obey me. God, you're going to get these poor guys killed. Time and again, I sent you all my servants, saying, turn away from your evil way, reform your actions, do not follow other gods, to serve them that you may remain in the land which I gave you. But you did not pay attention, you did not obey. Yes, the children of Jonadab, Rechab's son, upheld the command which their father laid on them. But this people has not obeyed. Now, Therefore, says the Lord God, the God of gods, I will soon bring upon Judah all the inhabitants of Jerusalem every evil which I threatened them, because I spoke and they did not obey. I called, but they did not answer. Yeah, that's a pretty bad deal. But to the house of the Rechabites, Jeremiah said, Thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of gods, since you have obeyed the command of Jonadab your father, kept all his commands, and you've done everything he commanded you. Therefore, thus says the God of gods, never shall there fail to be a descendant of Jonadab standing in my presence. Oh, that's so awesome, isn't it? That's so nice. So that means you're not going to get dead. So that is where we're going to stop, because I am super tired and super over this holiday. uh, yeah, I'm over it, and I'm sure you're over it too. So, cheers, my friend. Enjoy your warm beverage, and thank God it's over, right? Yep. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. I love you and have the greatest day ever.